Living in the hustle and bustle of the city may sound like a dream for many people, but not for every family. The fams are all about the burbs, and they sure know how to keep life interesting. Take a look.
Oh, it's a crispy dog. My dog? You my dog? No, you my dog? No, you my dog. I'm your dog? You my dog.
So good. That's just a little taste of season 2 of Run the Burbs. Joining me now is Phung and Rakhee Morzaria, who play husband and wife on Run the Burbs. Guys, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Okay,
to me as well.
Yeah, it's so good to have you both on the show. This show is so fun, but I know the viewers really want to know. Andrew, do you actually own 500 pairs of sneakers?
Oh, for sure. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. It's a real thing.
Question is, why?
Because whenever I never drank in my 20s, so whenever I would travel, I'd always get a pair of shoes. And then my comedy career, whenever I was on stage, I wanted new sneakers.
Yeah.
And it just spirals. And now that I work in TV and film, whenever I go to a production, at the end of it, they give me a bunch of sneakers from my character.
Stop it.
I think the real answer is he's a hoarder.
Okay.
And
because the other thing is like, he has a problem.
No, he has a problem, and I'm so glad that you brought it forefront here so we can all acknowledge it.
People come out from behind the curtains. What?
Yeah,
The people on the street are going to pop up.
But where do you put them all? That's the other question. We were talking about, like, I bought new Christmas decorations. I have a new bin. Where's it going? I don't know. You've got 500 pairs of sneakers.
It's 2 walls of bins, and they're like front-facing drop. Like you can pull them down. Yeah, that's it. That's it there. Yeah, it's 2 walls, and then there's a little garage section, a little corner in the garage.
Do you have a garage door?
I have a garage door.
Just like an automatic thing. Yeah. Do you collect anything?
No. Spoons. I have a lot of spoons in my house
like
for some
reason.
Eat with? Yeah.
It's like the tops of Tupperware. You're like, I don't know how I ended up with all the tops.
It's exactly that.
But
can't find a fork, can't find a knife, but like many spoons.
Well, speaking of the kitchen, okay, you're a foodie. Your character's a foodie on the show.
Yeah.
Are you a foodie in real life?
I like to talk about food and to eat it. So in that sense, yes.
Yes.
Do we like to talk while we're eating it?
No.
No, I know.
No, my mom trained me not to.
Good for mom. I have to say that. Okay, guys, let's get to the show. Andrew, we know the show is partially inspired by your life as a parent growing up in the burbs. I have burb dreams every once in a while, meaning like every couple months I'm like, that's where I gotta be.
Yeah.
That's where I gotta be. How much of the real life Andrew is in the show?
Well, early on, it was more. And then as the show goes on, the character deviates from me. But it was a lot of like the writers pulling from their lives. But I think that suburb dream that you have, I think everyone has it. You visit that one friend in the burbs.
Correct, with all the space.
All the space.
In the pool.
The pool, their kids are playing.
Yes.
Right? You could have a place for your coat, right?
Yeah, you have a garage door for your shoes, right?
Yeah. So I think it's something that like you see or know.
Yeah.
And early on it was a lot more from my life and the writers' lives.
It's so great. And Rakhee, this season, your character is starting a new business.
Yeah.
What else can viewers expect from your character?
A lot more of her cultural identity is explored, which is really exciting for me because I am South Asian, I'm an Indian woman. And so it's always exciting for me to be able to represent that on screen. Like growing up, I never got to see brown women be funny, and so I...
This is such a great scene, by the way.
Take it very seriously.
Yeah.
And I've made it my...
Like, I love that you're talking about this as we're showing this.
I want to be funny on TV. There we go. So, yeah.
Yeah, how important is it when your family is reacting to seeing you on screen and the culture represented, your culture's represented? How important is that?
Yeah, I think it's really important for other viewers. I mean, it's important for my parents to understand because then they're like, oh, you are an actor. I see.
Yeah, no, that was like for me. I think that my parents didn't really like understand what I wanted to do until they actually saw. They're like, oh, this is like a job, right? They could legitimately like turn me on as when I was a reporter in Halifax. They're like, oh, okay, you're employed.
Yes.
Right? It's that kind of idea.
Yeah.
I think in a basic sense.
I think it's just young people seeing the change in the media landscape.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is, and I'm so proud that we get to be a part of it, and we get to see families watching the show and knowing that those kids are gonna be like, whoa, that's a possibility, right? So yeah, it just warms my heart.
Yeah. It's also it's one show, it's one family, and I think the more that we see different kinds of shows like this pop up, the more it's going to be exciting for audiences. It's exciting for me. That's all I want to watch.
Yeah, if you can see it, you can be it, right? Guys, thank you so much for being here. Andrew and Rakhee, thank you. Run the Burbs, by the way, on CBC and CBC.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.